Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here, bringing you another Escape from Tarkov quest video. This time we're going to be covering two quests in this video. Both quests are exactly the same, but depending on what faction you are will depend on which one of these quests you are given. So both the quests have you going to the lighthouse map and killing 20 PMCs, but it's split between the factions. So if you are a Eusek operative within the game, you will get the quest called Counteraction from Peacekeeper. You must then go to the lighthouse map, kill 20 bear PMC operatives. Likewise, if you are a bear, you will be given the quest from Prapor called Our Own Land, and you will need to go to the lighthouse map and kill 20 Eusek PMC operatives. So depending on which faction you are will depend on which one of these quests you were given, but they are both exactly the same, barring you've got to kill a different faction than what you represent in the game. So it's a pretty simple quest. Go to lighthouse, kill as many players as you can, and eventually you will kill the right number of the opposing faction. But there's a number of places where you can go on lighthouse map to improve your chances of bumping into other players. Yes, we all have these random encounters with players, but there are places where players will gather, where you can go to get them and boost up your kills. It's going to take a while to do 20, I think, but yeah, there's a couple of places that you can go. So looking at the lighthouse map here on the screen, I'm just going to go from left to right with the different places where you can pick up people. So the first place is going to be train yard. Obviously you've got the train extract here, so you will get PMCs coming here when they hear the train. You will also get PMCs roaming around there looking for loot and things like that, and obviously other PMCs, so that's a good place to look. Then moving over, you've got the rogue Eusek camp. Obviously you will get players in there once the rogues have been taken out, because there is some really good loot in there, so there should be plenty of players milling about every now and again in there. The hills just above the rogue Eusek camp, you will get players there as well, because people like to go to those positions and snipe the rogue Euseks on the roofs, and obviously other players and rogue Eusek down in the actual sewage works, so that's another good place to go to bump into players. Then you've got the two village areas. I would say that you'd maybe not bump into as many players around here. It is sort of generalized loot around here. It's not really high value loot, although you may get some players around that are maybe hunting scavs, etc. So it's another place that you could pass through going between the sewage yard and the large villas that are on the hillsides. These are the next ones. These two villas have got some pretty good loot in them, so you will always get players around those. Very easy to hear players in these areas as well, because of the wooden floors. You can hear them walking around inside while you're sat outside. Some sort of, there's some hill areas there as well where you might be able to get sniping positions on them. Moving down onto the beach, you've got the two villas on the beach. Now you might not get too many people walking through here, but obviously where there's infrastructure on the map, you're going to get players gravitate towards it, and you will now and again get players around this area. Then moving a bit further along, you've got sort of the sunken area on the beach. You might get the odd player around there, and then just above there you've got the downed helicopter, which is denoted by the smoke in the sky. You will get players that might mill around there for a little bit, checking out the loot and that. And then obviously you've got the Southern Road extract. It's quite an open extract, this one. You've got to sort of run the gauntlet if there's somebody in the hills, so maybe you'd want to camp the hills. Now I by no means condone camping or extract camping in this game. I think it is a shit tactic when people use it, but it is a viable tactic. It's a tactic in the game that is usable, and plenty of people do it. I'm not going to say that I do it or like people that do it, but any tactic once you're in that raid is a viable tactic if it means that you get to kill somebody else and sort of better your character and further your XP gain. So yeah, those are all the different areas where you will sort of boost your interaction with other players. Obviously if you're looking to sort of not bump into players, then you might want to avoid these areas, but that's not going to get you these quests done. But like I say, it's not an easy quest. It's a straightforward one, but it will take time to complete either of those depending on which one you are assigned. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.